Hello and welcome to my channel In Search of Wonder. My name is Anne and today I have a very special announcement that I am so excited to make. I am so excited to announce a special event coming to you right here on this channel in the month of April, and that is Alcott April. This month I will be joining Tiffany at Beautiful Minutia and Deea at A Novel Idea, Kelli at Kelli Reads a Lot, and Emma at The Bookish Princess with a month-long celebration of all things Alcott. And of course, by Alcott I mean Louisa May Alcott, who we know most often as the author of Little Women, which is the favorite of many of you and also one of my favorite classics that I have read several times. And I am so excited about this month and everything that we have in store for you guys. We have planned great events and you can participate in as little or as much as you want, and it will just be a fabulous time. So first of all, we will be reading a group read together called The Inheritance, which is one of the books I believe that was discovered later as being, I think during Louisa May Alcott's lifetime, it was published under a pseudonym or anonymously, not really sure if I remember correctly, but that it since has been attributed to her. And so we are going to be reading that story together as a group read, and we will have a group live discussion of that book on Saturday, April 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you will want to put that on your calendar. Whether or not you read the book, we'd love to have you read it with us, but also you can just join in the discussion. Also, we will be watching the adaptation of that book on Friday, April 26th at 8 p.m. on Tiffany's Discord. So that will be a lot of fun. I've not read the book or watched the adaptation, so I'm looking forward to both of those. And on April 13th at 1 p.m. we will be having live reading sprints. So for anybody who is able to join in on that, the co-hosts will be hosting those live reading sprints. So many group activities to look forward to, and I can't wait, and I hope that you are able to join in on every single one of them. In addition to the group activities and the group read, we each have given some prompts, and you can do one of them or you can do all of them, however much you want to do to participate. My prompt is to read a short story by Louisa May Alcott. And the reason I chose that prompt is because I had picked this up, I don't know, at a library book sale, or I think maybe a library book sale or something. It's The Hidden Louisa May Alcott, 2 volumes in 1, a collection of her unknown thrillers. So these were not originally published under her name. They were her Blood and Thunder stories, as she calls them. And so there are quite a few short stories in here. I'm going to read at least one of them. I hope to read a few of them, at least, in this book, in this collection. I believe that you can also find these short stories. I know you can. You can find them online on a couple of different websites. I think Project Gutenberg also. You can find the short stories for free, readily available online. So I'm looking forward to that. And that is a great, easy, short commitment if you already have a TBR bursting at the seams like most of us do in any given month. You can just read one of her short stories. And that is a really great way to participate in this read along or in this reading challenge, and but not with too huge of a commitment. But the other hosts of this readathon have some other fantastic prompts that you may want to consider. So we're getting this announcement out now so you can plan for April and be prepared to fit all of these in. First of all, Tiffany's prompt is to read nonfiction about Alcott, so a biography of Alcott or her time, or the period in which she was living, which was Civil War America and everything going on during that time. And then Deea's prompt is to watch an adaptation, and we are providing you with an opportunity to do that easily on April 26th, or you can watch your own adaptation. There are several fantastic versions of Little Women that you can enjoy. So watch an adaptation is Deea's prompt. Kelli's prompt is to read a work that inspired Alcott, and off the top of my head, I know that Ralph Waldo Emerson, for example, was someone who was very inspiring to Louisa May Alcott. I also know that one of the books that I read by her that was not published under her own name during her lifetime I know that that book was inspired by the story of Faust. So I am considering possibly reading that. And then Emma's prompt is to read a work written by a neighbor of Louisa May Alcott. So she had some, her family moved in literary circles, and there was a whole community in Boston of thinkers and writers and philosophers, including Nathaniel Hawthorne, who wrote, of course, The Scarlet Letter and The House of Seven Gables, and also Thoreau was one of her neighbors, and Emerson was as well, I believe. So you can choose work by one of them, any works by one of them to read. Emma's and Kelli's prompts work very well together because obviously Alcott was very heavily inspired by the community in which she lived and the people that her family mixed with and were friends with. So those two prompts work very well together. There's probably a good amount of overlap there. So those are the prompts. Also, in addition to that, I am so excited. Last year, I decided that this year I wanted to go to Boston at some point with my family. I was originally thinking in the summer, but we bumped up our plans to spring break, which is the first week of April. And this just serendipitously works out perfectly because we are going to Boston. And Louisa May Alcott lived in Concord, not too far from Boston. So we are going to make that little hop, skip, and jump over to see her house. I don't know how much time I'll have. I kind of want to see, there are other things in Boston that you can see related to Nathaniel Hawthorne, for example, and some of those other people that I mentioned. I don't know how much time I will have. We're only going to be there for 3 full days. So we'll see how much I can squeeze in, how much I can drag my family to. We also want to see a lot of the historic stuff that is in the actual downtown Boston area. So we'll see what I get to. But definitely, for sure, going to Louisa May Alcott's house where she lived, the Orchard House, and taking a tour of that. So I will take you along with me on my trip to Boston, and so you can see videos and clips from those things. Follow me on Instagram, and also I will be posting some shorts here on YouTube, and I will incorporate some clips into making a video, at least one video, about our trip to Boston and all things literary and otherwise that we do there. So excited about the month of April. I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that many of you are able to join in with us in at least the group read or reading one of the prompts or joining in the discussions or the movie watch along, whatever. Jump in whatever you can. And we look so much forward to experiencing Louisa May Alcott with you throughout the month of April. So excited about it. Drop a line in the comments with whatever you think that you might be able to participate in, what you were looking forward to about this challenge, and I will see you in April.